Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing us my review of the LEGO Star Wars Sith Tie Fighter. It is set number 75272, comes with 470 pieces, and is rated ages 9 and up. Now this set is a retired set, but when it was available for retail, it retailed in the United States for $79.99 and in Canada for $99.99. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. Now taking a look at the box, you can see it has the Sith Tie Fighter flying through space, as it looks like it's zooming on the box art, which looks pretty nice. An explosion at the bottom. You have your 3 minifigures, which again just feels like too little in a set like this. Flipping the set around, you can see some of the main play functionalities. Mainly the fact that you can sit the set on the stand, and then the missile shooter, along with, of course, placing your pilot inside. Taking a look at the manual, and as I've said, man, I just love the look of these ones compared to what we get today. They just look and feel a lot more premium quality than what we get today. And just to trip down memory lane, we can look at some of the sets that are released alongside this set, including the Mandalorian Battle Pack, the Sith Trooper Battle Pack, which again just shows why I feel like a Sith Trooper should have been included. A bunch of microfighters, which, some of which I didn't get. Like I did get this one, but I don't think I got that one, or Kylo Ren. And then some other sets, including the 4+ Millennium, or Snow Speeder. And yeah, so just fun to look back at some of the sets that are released alongside this set. And here we have the extra pieces, which for a set of this size is not a lot, like kind of surprisingly. This is all I was left with, especially since so many other sets I feel like I get left with too many extra pieces. But in this case, this is all I was left with. So taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Finn in his Rise of Skywalker outfit, which looks pretty nice overall. He's got a satchel and, of course, his sort of gunmetal colored blaster. He looks pretty good overall. Some nice leg printing. Does have a double-sided face with him being happy versus him being scared. I actually, to be honest, I'm not a fan of these face prints. I just feel like they're too animated for him, especially compared to some of the other characters that we got. Like, I don't know why they made him much more expressive. I'm not too big of a fan of it, to be honest. Now, just taking off the satchel piece, just so you can get a better look at the actual print of his torso. Looks just like that, which looks pretty excellent there, as you can see. And yeah, he's overall a pretty nice minifigure, just not a big fan of the face print. Next up, we have a Knight of Ren, and as I mentioned in my Knight of Ren transport review, they basically split these up across various sets, so you pick them all up. So at the end of the day, that's what they chose to do, so I'm not going to complain too much about them not having other Knights of Ren in this set, though obviously it would have been nice if they just didn't worry about that and included them in other sets. But at the end of the day, he's pretty nice torso print with the belt to the leg, no arm printing, some nice back printing, and then even pretty interesting face print, as you can see. And then he's also got a cleaver weapon here. And next up, we have the Sith TIE Pilot. And again, like, these look absolutely outstanding. Has the standard, first order face print. For these soldiers. I mean, I think they used it on other characters as well at the time, but pretty standard there. You can see the print of the torso to the legs. Looks excellent there. And then even the helmet mold, having the breathing apparatus molded on, is pretty nice as well. Very nice. But yeah, just talking about it again, like, 3 figures just in a set like this at its price, not nearly enough. There should have been at least 3 other figures, perhaps like a First Order Astromech or BB unit, a Sith Trooper, and in my opinion, Rose Tico in her Episode 9 outfit. If not, I'm not even sure his name, but Dominic Monaghan's character maybe be included as a Lego figure in this set would have been nice. Like, at the end of the day, just feels like 3 figures at its price, way too little in a set like this. Should have had double. Now let's get into the Sith TIE Fighter, which to me is overall a pretty nice model. Like, obviously it comes with its own stand, mostly to help it sit up. Like, it's not going to have an issue sitting like this at an angle, but it's obviously not meant to be like that. But if this is how you had it, it's secure. It's not going to break or anything like that. It's very stable. It's meant to be, takes off and flies away just with triangles, because the Sith love triangle design or imagery because it's a pyramid. Is how their the Sith culture works. So that's definitely pretty nice overall there, and you can see I love the wing design, and the wings definitely have the bulk of the pieces in this set, and it is a beefy model, don't get me wrong. So the price, I get it overall, the price itself, because like, yeah, it's only 470 pieces, but it feels a lot heavier than a standard 400 piece set. However, my main issue with the price is the fact that we only got 3 figures. Like, it really does feel like the fact they only fit 3 figures means the set should have been minimum $10 less. Like, if this set, like I said, came with a Rose Tico, a Imperial or First Order, droid of some sort, whether it was a BB or R2 unit, which would have just been in all black, but that's fine, and then a Sith Trooper, I think that minifigure and even the price is a lot more tolerable. I think, because the set itself is very beefy and it's still very cool, I have to say. I love the swooshability, like it feels very stable, even though it's quite heavy. Like I'm not worried about it. Like, of course, if I drop it on my floor, yes, it'll shatter, but in my hand, I'm not worried about it breaking at all. Like, especially these side pieces, like they are solid on there, and that's definitely very well done. Of course, like it shows on the box, you can open up the cockpit area to fit your character or pilot inside. So let's just pop it open there. You can see it has some red in there to represent, the First Order. It looks pretty nice. You can fit your pilot inside. I'll actually take off his blaster. And it is just a, one of those leg pieces that, sticks between the legs to fit the character inside. You can also actually lift up that piece. Good to know. And you're good to go. And you can sort of see him inside there. Not sure if it's showing up on camera, but he's right in there, as it is a semi-translucent piece just in red. And you're good to go. Like, it looks pretty awesome overall, and is definitely unique design. And what I like about this design is it's different. Like, it's not just just a TIE Fighter, but a little bit more red. Like it's a completely different design with the triangle wings instead, which I think look absolutely really awesome. You can see you have this nice printed element here, along with this one here, which are definitely pretty nice. Overall, there are no stickers on this set, as these are both prints, which is definitely pretty nice there. And lastly, just to show off, you have the missile shooters here, and the way you activate them is on both sides. You can press in here, and it'll shoot off. And just to show again, looks just like so. So you just press in. The Lego Sith Tie Fighter, to me, is one of the best sets we got out of the sequel trilogy, and to me is a very underrated set, which biggest crime was the fact that it only included 3 minifigures. It really feels like had included 3 more figures, one being a droid, so technically just 2 other figures, which in my opinion should have been a Sith Trooper and a, another Rebel, whether it was Rose Tico or some other Rebel character. I feel like then we would have gotten a great amount of figures at its price point, and I think then the set would have been far more worth its price. At the end of the day, I don't think really any of these sets did particularly well, as I saw them on sale quite often and pretty early, and it was probably some of the earliest times I saw these sets like these go on sale. Rise of Skywalker definitely didn't help the sales of these sets because it was such a panned movie, but at the end of the day, like, I just feel like this set itself was very close to being correctly priced if it just had a few more figures. But with the amount of figures, it was at least $10 overpriced, and I definitely got it for a lot cheaper than that with double points by waiting until it was close to retirement, just because to me it wasn't worth picking up at the time. Having said that, this is definitely set to, see how it does in retirement. Like, obviously it's been retired for quite some time. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the Lego Star Wars Sith TIE Fighter in the comments down below. Did you guys pick up the set when it was available, or are you planning to search for it in retirement? Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.